Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Out and About. And I'm pretty sure you're thinking what I, with my new friend here, Asit, who's joining us with Out and About for the very first time. Hang on there. Hi Asit.
Hi Azam.
You were probably wondering what the two of us are doing inside a go-kart. Is this called a go-kart or a pro-kart?
I think you can call them both.
You call them both. Okay. So, right. We're here at the Sri Lanka circuit.
Bandaragama.
Karting circuit. We are at the Sri Lanka karting circuit in Bandaragama for the Amana Takaful's Speed Drive 2015.
Yes, and it's a pretty good event because I heard that it's happening for the first time in Sri Lanka, so I think it's sort of a bit of a unique event.
Yeah. And it's all about getting their customers involved and showing them a good time because there's a lot of motor insurance involved with Amana Takaful and they wanted to relate it with something that's close to racing, so they picked this event.
And apart from racing, you get all the face painting going on, you get some cooking show going there, so there's everything for everyone here.
And so stay tuned with us and we'll take you through all of it. So I have with me here Mr. Mohammed Ansari, who's the Senior Manager Business Development from Motor Insurance. Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So could you tell us a little bit about the event?
This is totally a loyalty program for our corporate customers, right? Always we, rather than we are giving on a price selling, we always do on a service selling. Therefore, we always look after our customer very well.
So why pro karting?
It's very much related to motor insurance. Majority of them are motor insurance customers, where we thought them to give a loyalty program for them to enjoy themselves.
I see. I also hear that there are a few prominent names in your customer base who are here who are also known for racing.
Yes. Mr. Sajad and Dhammika Motors, that gentleman, everybody, they do very well racing, and today also they did a good job.
All right. Now, as somebody who is in business development and in the insurance industry, what are the challenges that you face?
Actually, main challenge is market. Always market competitive price selling is main challenge. Therefore, we thought to, rather than going on a price selling, we thought to go on a customer relationship, developing customer relationship, and keeping that customer and converting more customer towards Takaful.
So I have with me Kushan, who is also a customer of ATL Insurance, and he's here at the pro karting event, and he also happens to be one of the youngest racers in Sri Lanka, who has actually won quite a few races with Foxhill, you said?
Yeah, it was Foxhill 2015, which was 2-3 weeks back. So I ran in the 2 standard Fordless events and my Honda specials, and I placed all 3 events first.
Now I take it that you're 18 years of age?
I am 18. I started my racing career in 2012. That's when I was 15. So I'm 18. I just turned 18.
Don't you need a license to drive a car when you're 15?
In racing, the rule is you can get your racing license when you're 15. So I started from exactly when I turned 15. I just started racing next year.
This would mean if you got your racing license when you were 15, this would also mean that you started driving way before you were 15.
Yeah, I actually started driving a manual car. That was my dad's racing car when I was 8. That was after one of my dad's races at Katagurunda. I drove my dad's car. Yeah, I just turned 8 before I was driving. Yeah, I was 8 exactly.
Oh, your dad's got some real guts. So he's a racer too?
Yeah, he started racing when he was 1994. He's Dhammika Pires, maybe lots of people know. He's a veteran racing driver in the specific event, the Ford Laser. So I'm not leaving the Ford Laser event for maybe 2-3 years in front of me.
I see. So he's a customer as well?
Yeah, he is. Like, he's been like, we just recently started doing insurance with Amana Takaful. So it's been a real good, like they've been really friendly, coming, talking to us and having lots of presentations. You feel the difference.
I see. So I also take it that you own a GT Evolution.
Yeah, that falls under the SLGT event. That's Evolution 7, which was manufactured in 2002, I guess. So I've raced 2-3 events maybe. through three. And at Udavalave, I was first in qualifying, but I was placed second in the race. So maybe I'll run it maybe in 2-3 years, because I'm not got the hang of it yet, because it's really fast. It got about 350 to 400 bhp.
Wow, is it really hard to maintain?
Exactly. Like if you when you shift a gear, you feel that car is not stable enough. Like you feel that car floating all over. It's a 4-wheel drive, so you need to get the hang of it before you drive that car.
So I have with me Mr. Riaz Sangani, who is a successful businessman in the hydropower industry, and he's also accompanied by his with his son Kais. Hi Kais, I'm going to first ask you, how are you?
Fine.
Did you get into any of the carts?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
And how was the experience for you?
It was wonderful.
Was this your first time?
No, I've done go-karting before.
You done it before? And you enjoy it?
Yes.
Any plans on getting into racing?
No, not yet.
Not yet. All right. Mr. Sangani, if I'm to ask you, could you just, the hydropower industry is something not a lot of people know about. Could you give us a few pointers?
Okay, we are into renewable energy. Hydropower is part of it, where we try to generate power using water. It's a moving of the water which generates power, so it's total green energy. It's helped to save the environment, and long term it's one of the cheapest sources of power.
Wow, and where are we in Sri Lanka in terms of hydropower?
I think in Sri Lanka, majority of the power generation is in hydropower. There were very big projects done by Ceylon Electricity Board long ago, but last 20 years they have allowed private companies also to take part. So the private companies have been doing what they call small mini hydros. And I think the industry is quite mature and been quite successful in Sri Lanka. And I think industry is now in a position where we can even go overseas and do mini hydro projects.
I see. All right. Now, I've been also told that you've been one of ATL Insurance's key customers, and you've been there from the time of inception. Is that true?
Yeah, I have been involved with Amana, Takaful for a very long time. I'm not sure I was there from the inception, but from a very long time we have been doing our Takaful insurance with them.
I see. And how's the experience with them been so far? Have they helped your business?
Well, they have helped the business, but always there are certain times we don't agree on the same thing. But I guess it will be there with every insurance company. But overall, I think they have been helpful with our business, and we are happy we have a Takaful insurance company in Sri Lanka where we can get our insurance done. I
see. Now, did you get into one of the carts and race yourself?
Yeah, I did some racing today.
And how did you fare?
I think I was third on my race, but I think I'm quite happy with it because I was racing against one of the Sri Lanka's best racers, Azhagu.
Oh, I see. Now, I was also told later on that they're going to identify the top 10 best racers from all these. They're saying that it's not really a competition per se, but they're going to identify the top 10 racers and have another race on the finale. Do you think you have any chance there?
I think my chances are slim. My timing was not that good because the session before me, there were quite a lot of guys who did some very good timing. And I think only 10 people can go. There are many people here, some very young, good racers also there. There are some people who are racing in the national races, so I think my chances are a little slim.
Hello, I have Shama, the Senior Manager Business Development of Amana Takaful here. Let's go talk to him in a bit. So Shama, tell me about this event. What's your involvement and the reason of organizing something like this?
Yeah. See, Amana Takaful is brought in a new version of insurance to Sri Lanka. So we always try to give new meaning to whatever that we do. Similarly, any corporate entity would like to entertain their customers. So there are common ways of how you entertain your customers, but this is the first time that we are doing something like this in the insurance industry. So similarly, even other segments of customers, we entertain them in a different way. Because Takaful is always about mutuality, sharing, bonding. So I think this is to bring in our customers and our organizational staff together to have a bonding, right? Because we have a lot of back office staff who is participating here today. So I think it is very important that even our back office staff get engaged with our customers. So that's the motive, yeah.
Okay, yeah, as you said, you're trying to build up some sort of a relationship between your customers and your staff. So, I mean, trust is sort of something important when it comes to insurance. So, is that what you're looking at by doing something like this?
Yeah, exactly. But see, how you build the relationship, the major portion comes in through how you service your clients, right? We are in the business of insurance, so we have to ensure that we keep to our promises. That's how you primarily make your relationship. This is to engage with them more. This is to get to them more, right? And this is also to let the world know that we are different in how we entertain our customers.
Okay, Shama, apart from the racing, what sort of events do you have organized today?
We have a couple of events because this is sort of a family event. So we have requested our customers to bring their families. So we have a lot of kiddies events, and then we have some events and demonstration for our ladies. We have some of our partner organizations who is coming in, most probably doing some cooking demonstration. So it's a family event altogether. Yeah.
And did you take part in the racing as well?
I'm planning to. Maybe the next one I'm going to take part. Yeah.
So I have with me a very important gentleman from ATL Insurance, and he happens to be the CEO, Mr. Fazal Ghaffur. Hello.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to ask you first of all, why pro karting?
Well, we thought what would go with motor insurance, which is our largest product, and we thought there should be a best fit. If you look at racing, then the whole family cannot participate. So we chose this where the family could come in, and I think pro karting is catching up. It's also a very safe sport for us to take on board, and therefore we ventured into this. Yes.
Has this got anything to do with the fact that some of your key customers are also heavily into racing?
Well, yes, my son himself is a champion in racing. Yes, I'm a racing fan myself, but then we found a lot of our customers when we went around the market are people who come for these types of events. And interestingly, they also bring in their families. So that is what we wanted to make it an all-inclusive event.
How often do you plan out events like this for your customers?
Well, we do plan out events for them, but I think on a large scale, this is the kind of event, I think, a first, if you like, and the people tell me here that it's the first by an insurance company.
I see. Can I also ask you now, we've been told that recently that Amana Takaful has been rebranded as ATL Insurance. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I'm glad you observed that. You see, Vasam, we had to, by legislation and regulation, segregate the composite company into life and non-life business. So we chose an opportunity as of the 1st of January, which is the deadline, to go out into the market and hold the whole value and the brand value of Amana Takaful. So we decided to do a rebranding exercise, and therefore calling ourselves Amana Takaful Limited, which is for life and for general insurance. So where customer dissonance is concerned, there would be very little. Where reinforcement of our brand values, there would be a great impact that we would have had. And above all, I think customers wanted continuity with the segregation, that their assets are well secured. So we chose this opportunity to rebrand our company.
I see, and also I believe that the insurance industry is not a tough one, it's not an easy one to be in. And when you take the companies fighting each other, it's like a war zone out there. So I'm sure that it's not easy being the CEO of an insurance company. So could you just highlight or tell us what some of these key challenges are?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not easy for the reason that as a result of the segregation of the companies, I think we have about, I've lost count, about 33 insurance companies doing life in general. But Takaful is the single player, pure and serene in the ethical values that we do business on. So we distinguish ourselves from the others because we can't underwrite anything and everything. We look at our clients, we do a full survey. In fact, we look at them as financial solutions, ourselves as financial solutions providers for our client. And one of the things in Takaful is the benefit is, should the risk fund be in surplus, then we award a surplus to our customers. And with God's grace, we've done it twice before, and inshallah we'll do it this year too. So that is one of the distinguishing differences in Takaful. But I think the point you were making was that it is such a clutter in the market, and I think mercifully I'm not an insurance person, I'm in marketing. I'd like all of us to be responsible to manage the ethics of advertising in the insurance industry, and that's a big clarion call that I'm making to all my colleagues.
I see. Now I know this event is meant for your customers, but did you get an opportunity to get into one of those carts?
Well, I'm one of those who get into a car like a duck take into water. But lots of my staff, I think about 95%, have never been on this. So for them also it's a great experience, and I can see them bubbling with enthusiasm to get into this. I think it's a safe sport. All the arrangements here are world class. So if you look as an insurance company which is about safeguarding people, safety and assets and whatever, I think it's kind of a best fit for the sponsorship that we did.
So aren't you tempted to get into one of those carts?
Yes, for sure. I'm sure at the end of the day, if there is a vacant slot, I'll certainly jump into it.
Hi, we have Sajad, a very loyal customer of ADL Insurance here. Let's talk to him a bit. Mr. Sajad, so in a Saturday morning, are you here with your family? How is the day going?
I'm with my son actually, Amri, and it has been going well. So far, it has been very well organized event, and I think everybody are having fun.
So did you take part in the racing?
Yeah, actually I took part in that event and I was able to become the fastest on that event. But there are other faster drivers as well.
So you're actually a bit involved in the motor racing and in terms of the vehicular industry. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Actually, I'm into motor racing. So motor racing, I'm running. I'm Easy Racing. I'm a driver from Easy Racing and Team Easy Racing. I've been involved with racing from 2001 onwards. So presently I drive the 1600 SLH category and SLS 1500 category. I've been driving both cars for few years. So inshallah hope to take part in the future races as well.
So I've got with me Mr. Adil Hashim, who's General Manager, Sales and Marketing for ATL Insurance. Hello, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah. Could you tell me, now you've brought your customers in here and they're having a good time, as we can